A huge thank you to BSI Bowling for all of this awesome bowling gear that we're going to review for them. So my friend Brady, who's on the screen with me, also does all of our bowling ball drilling at our local bowling alley, and he makes TikTok videos and all kinds of fun things with bowling. And so my role as a mom of bowlers, kids that bowl in high school, middle school, and a daughter who's also on league and coaches, this is going to be super fun to review. So we've just unpacked the box that BSI sent us, and we're going to go through some of the different items that we've received. So we've got some bowling ball holders that are in like the silicone. So these are really nice for those extra bowling balls and setting them on tables. Then we've got some bowling ball shoes, and I personally really like the fun extra colors. The bottoms of the soles were soft on both sides, so they could be either left or right shoe. And then also they have these really fun clips on the top to tighten the shoes. So instead of using, shoestrings and things like that, you just pull it up to release it, and then you spin it to the right to tighten it. And then you can keep tightening it as you work that shoe and stretch it out. And the pink pair is actually mine. The purple pair is going to be my daughter's. And closer to the end of the review video, we will showcase actually using those on the lanes. And then seeing as I'm just a single ball bowler, I just only have the one bowling ball. So they did send a one bowling ball bag, which will soon be online and can be purchased. I loved the side pocket. You could just tuck your shoes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start packing this for my bag. And then I went ahead and grabbed a chamois. So of course that helps you rub that extra oil off the bowling balls when you're throwing them down the lane. So I'm going to go ahead and stick one in that side pocket. You could also put your ball cleaner, and if you're using any of those grit sanding pads, so like Brady on the other side of the table was playing around with the sanding pads for the balls. And then this shoulder bag also has a nice long clip, and then you can it does have the nice foam base in there that you can set the bowling ball in, which will keep it protected and not giving it any extra dings. So then here on the other side of the table, Brady is actually unpacking one of their 3-ball bags, and then I'm going to start unpacking another one of the 3-ball bags. The Velcro strap's very nice and sturdy, the shoulder strap's nice and sturdy, the zipper for the bag, to open it up to access all 3 balls, very nice quality. My kids have actually gone through a couple of these types of bowling ball bags already, just from the different tournaments and taking it in and out of the car, so it's definitely handy. We did notice there's some side pockets on the bowling ball bags as well, so you could always throw your extra chamois or any of those other bowling tools that you may need that would fit in those nice small compartments. Now these don't come with shoe bags, so you're still going to want a backpack or something like that to carry like your shoes and maybe some of those extra bowling supplies that you may need. Then BSI also sent some pens and different keychains and fun things like that we'll be able to just kind of give away. And then they also had some shirts, and so they just say bowl better, but there was some different prints. So my daughter and I chose to get the blue purple ones. My boys wore the white, black, and red ones that I'm unpacking here, and then Brady actually kept the gray one for, just kind of wearing around at the bowling alley. And of course, we'll show those in a few minutes as we're going to be hopping on the lanes now to actually try out this equipment. So we're at the bowling alley, and here's my high school bowler, my middle school bowler, both using one of the 3-ball bags and of course wearing the t-shirt, and then there's me sporting my nice single ball bag. So similar to his other 3-ball bags, this one opened just as easy. It sports his balls really well, and he really liked those colors. And then here's their lineup of bowling balls. I can't believe how many balls they have. And then my high schooler, he thought the purple one was kind of fun, so he chose to take that one and put his balls in that one. And now here's my middle schooler, just kind of throwing his ball down, sporting his fun shirt. My high schooler, and of course he's just throwing a shot after pulling it out of his ball bag. Here's them using the silicone ball holder. As you can see, sported the ball really well. And then of course the chamois, which I'm learning is really important when it comes to getting that extra oil off the ball. So then my daughter's going to go ahead and try on her shoes. Now she does bowl league and she has shoes similar to this, and so they tighten down really well. She was kind of nervous about both pads having the slide factor on them, but she seemed to do just fine in them for even being a more advanced bowler than someone like myself who doesn't really slide. But she was able to tighten them down really nice. Now to test the slide on the wooden floor. And she did say it will take a little bit of time getting used to them, especially with both sides, but it worked out fine. She was still able to throw a decent shot. She's normally a one-handed bowler, and this summer she started practicing learning two-handed bowling. Now time for me to break out my ball and shoes and take them out on the lanes and give them a shot for myself. And again, I only bowl a couple times a year, so just to kind of have the convenience of everything in one bag, and I don't store my ball at the bowling alley, so I'm always traveling back and forth with it when I do bowl with the kids. And the shoes fit really good. I wear a size 9, so my feet slipped in just fine, and it was really nice having those tighteners on the top. Now I had tie shoes before, and so definitely liking this feature. And again, here's kind of what the shoes look like, and you can see the fabric on or that slide, I guess, on the toe. And now I'm going to throw a shot. I haven't bowled for a couple months, so hopefully I can at least hit the pins. So a huge thank you to BSI for giving us the opportunity to review these items and share a social media post with all of you.